Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I will briefly discuss about past paper MCQs. First of all, the question is that if AB sin theta is equal to AB cos theta, what is the angle between A and B? So this is a question about vector, so we need to calculate the angle theta. So if we write the expression AB sin theta is equal to AB cos theta, so left side is cross product and right side is dot product. If they are equal, what will be the angle theta? Or if we replace the value of AB in one side and the value of sin theta and cos theta and the other side, then what will be the, we can calculate the angle theta easily. So AB will be replaced with this side and it will be in the form of over sine and sin theta and cos theta. Sin theta over cos theta will become tan theta. So AB can be cancelled out. From AB the answer will be 1, and sin theta over cos theta is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 1 value. So from this expression theta can be calculated. Theta is equal to, this tan can be go to the other side of the 1, this tan inverse of 1. So in the calculator or in the formula we can also calculate that theta is equal to 45 degree, because tan inverse 1 is 45, and you can tick this answer in the answer box. If we put the value of theta in these two expression, then the value of AB on both sides will be equal. In the next question, we are asked that pull of earth on the mass of 10 kg on the surface of the earth. It means that we need to calculate pull of earth, or it is weight due to gravity. So mass is equal to 10 kg we have given, and we know the formula on the surface of the earth, because body is at some height having mass of 10 kg and it is going downward. After on the surface of the earth, what will be the weight, or what will be pull of earth due to gravity? So because the gravity is also involved, weight is equal to m multiplied by g. So m is value of m is given, which is 10 kilogram, and value of g is also known to everyone, because it is a constant value. It is 9.8 meter per second square. So if we multiply this, it will become 98, and the weight of unit is Newton. So this is the final answer, and you can tick this answer in the answer box. Next question is that 1 radian is equal to, we need to calculate the value of 1 radian. First of all, we must know the value or definition of 1 radian. 1 radian is the angle subtended by the center of the circle, whose arc length, this arc length AB, is equal to center of the radius of the circle. So this r and this arc length should be equal, then the angle between these two point A and B is known as 1 radian. So this is the definition of 1 radian. If for when a body completes 2 pi radian or one complete circle or revolution, it complete 360 degree. So 2 pi radian is equal to 360 degree. We need to calculate the value of radian, and we will divide 2 pi on both sides of this expression or this equation. 360 also divided by 2 pi. So this 2 pi can be cancelled out by 2 pi. Only 1 radian is remaining, which is need to be calculated, and this 360 degree divided by 2 multiplied by 3.14, this which is the value of pi. So if we multiply if we solve this expression, 360 divided by 6.28, and it will be around 57.3 degree. So this is the final expression of 1 radian in the form of degree. You can tick this answer in the answer box. The next question is related to moment of inertia. So it is needed to calculate the ratio of moment of inertia for disk and hoop. It means that first of all we need to have a moment of inertia for disk, which is equal to 1 by 2 mr square, which is given in all the books, and we can also justify it is general knowledge information, and moment of inertia for hoop is mr square only. So we are asked that what is the ratio. Ratio mean we need to put an over sign in this expression, because moment of inertia for disk on the upper side and moment of inertia for hoop is on the lower side. So we need to calculate the ratio. This is ratio, and it is asked 1 by 2 m r square over moment of inertia for hoop is m r square. So this m r square and this m r square can be cancelled out from this expression. Only 1 by 2 is remaining. It means that the ratio between moment of inertia for disk and hoop is 1 by 2. Next question is that what is the distance between two adjacent crest and trough? So we need to understand two adjacent crest and trough from the wave motion, because this is a question from the wave motion. I have made one wave which is one is crest and other is trough. So the distance between these crest and trough can also be calculated. So this one wavelength is divided into 4 sections, and each section has distance covered of pi by lambda by 4. So every section is have a wavelength or distance is lambda by 4, and whole wavelength is lambda. So this is every section, and each section is lambda by 4. If we need to calculate the distance between crest and trough, so I have put the value of c, which is crest, and put the value of t, which is trough. So in between these we need to calculate the distance. The distance can be calculated is lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4. We will take the LCM of this expression, and LCM is 4, which will be lambda plus lambda. It will become 2 lambda over 4, and if it cancel out, then final answer will be lambda by 2. This is the final expression, and you can tick this answer in the answer box. Then now the next question is that the dot product of A with itself will be. So if a vector A is in the direction in the one directional side, then its self product or its self vector will also be in one direction. So this is a vector A in this direction, and this also vector A in this direction also. So we need to make the product. So this condition is parallel and theta is 0 degree between these two vectors. So A dot A will be A multiplied by A into cos of theta, because this is a scalar product or dot product. So cos 0 is also a 1, so A multiplied by A become A square, and cos of 0 degree, which is 1. So the final answer will be A square. So this is the final answer, and you can take this answer in the answer box for the correct answer, and you can put in the intertest also. The next question is that if a force of accelerating body is doubled, then its acceleration will be. So from the Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma, we can directly say that force is directly proportional to acceleration. If force is doubled, then acceleration will also double. So in order to prove that, I have assumed that F prime is 2F, because force is double. What will be the effect on acceleration? And I also previously said that acceleration will also double, and I will prove that in this question. So F prime becomes 2F or 2 into ma. So acceleration is going to be double in this expression, and you can put that if force is doubled, then acceleration will double. So this is the final answer, or this you can put the answer double in the final expression. Up till now we have finished about the past paper, and if you like our video, you can subscribe our channel for more videos, and if you have any concern, you can contact me at my email address. See you soon. Bye bye.